You need to have good posture, eye contact with the person talking, and make sure not to interrupt others. Okay? So we have.
I thought the Light Brigade was really honorable because they had no chance of doing anything. They just charged in there just for honor. They knew they were gonna die, but instead of like cowarding out and like running away, they went and they did what they were supposed to do. And I think that was very awesome.
I agree. I said, in the charge of the Light Brigade, the 600 soldiers that charged the enemy had honor. They knew they were going to die, but they did it for, like, the good of the other soldiers and the people that they were trying to protect.
I agree. Like, I think, the Highwaymen, I guess it was, like, a little honorable, but I think that, the charge of the Light Brigade was a lot more honorable, like, because it's, like, truly, like, what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to go out there, and they did, even though they lost, and they did it no matter what. And the Highwayman, he just kind of...
I want to ask y'all, do you think that since the Highwayman, he was a robber and stuff, but y'all kind of saying that he's kind of honorable because he went back and saved, because he promised that he would go back for it because he loved her or whatever. Do you think that he could, do you think that one bad deed could be covered over by a good deed?
Okay. I think that it can because I think everyone deserves a second chance. Like that ties into what I said in my quick write, how like teen moms, what they did was wrong, but then they would give up everything for the baby, and I think that makes them honorable.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, with soldiers in the army, they kill people, but it's because they're protecting themselves and their country. But being a soldier is, like, really honorable because you're killing yourself or possibly killing yourself just to help your country.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, they knew they weren't going to win, but they just did it for honor, so they died to protect us.
Yeah, I agree with that because they're actually doing it for their whole country, and like in the highwaymen, they're only doing it for their own loves.
I don't really know, like, how you call him honorable because he's a criminal and he steals from people, and so he's not really, like, what you define as a good guy. But, like, the girl that he loves, I do think that it was, like, a right thing to do. He told her that he would come back that night, and he'd, like, meet back up with her, and even though that she was dead and everything, he loved her so much that he still went and, like, went back to her, even though he knew that it was probably gonna be.
I think
Well, it's not honorable at all because if you die for somebody, you die because you want them to live on. You don't die because you want them to come die for you. You die because you want them to continue living.
Well, the thing is, she killed herself so she could warn him because she loved him so much that she'd give her life to save his. But, yeah, I mean, people don't usually just kill themselves to save others, but it shows that she really loved him enough to put her life on the line.
So, like, if you killed yourself for somebody, you want that person to keep living instead of them just go waste their life, which wasted your life because they wasted theirs.
Well, you don't know if they're gonna die, or you don't know if what they're gonna do because you're dead.
She really didn't, like, I don't know if she was really planning on him living. She was kind of just warning him, just saying don't come because she loved him. Yeah, I can see where you're saying, well, when someone is to die for someone, they want their loved one or whoever they're protecting to live on. But in some cases, he wanted to die because he loved her so much, like Romeo and Juliet. They both, like, kept dying or something because they loved each other.
I was thinking about what Olivia said about how she was already dead and he knew that, but it said in the story that he went back there just to avenge her death or whatever. But you said it's no use just going back there knowing that he's going to die anyway because he heard gunshots and everything. So I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think that it's good, because y'all were saying that it's honorable that he went back, but he went back knowing that he was going to die, like she would have knew that he did something good, like died with a smile or something.
Well, I don't think, like, he went back because he wanted to, I don't think, like, he went back because he loved her. I think he wanted to get revenge. Like, not very honorable.
On your paper, I want you to write those 3 words that we have on the board over there: jealousy, love, and justice. But I want you to write them in the order in which you rate them for the Highwayman. Like, which one of those ideas do you think is the most important in the Highwayman? Go ahead.
Do you mean like overall?
Overall, like the theme, which one of these ideas do you think is talked about the most in the Highwayman? Which idea do you see in the Highwayman? Rate them in order of importance.
What do you mean by justice?
Justice, when you seek justice, you're seeking, like for example, if someone is murdered, the person who did it is usually found and arrested and then sent to court. They're seeking justice for that person's murder. The idea of justice. Okay? Do you have a question?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could start.
If you could start, hold on, let's make sure everybody has rated those 3 ideas. Okay? First of all, I want to see with a raise of hands who rated each idea first. Okay, who rated the idea of jealousy first? Okay? Who rated the idea of love first? Okay. And who rated the idea of justice first? Okay. I really want to start with the one that no one rated first, except for Olivia, because you may have some ideas that the rest of us didn't have. So which one did you rate first? Jealousy?
Jealousy.
Okay. Explain to the group why you considered that your number 1 rate. Okay?
Well, I chose jealousy because I think they say love and all this stuff, but really what happened was the entire main conflict was because that guy was jealous, and he told people that they're gonna what to do and all that stuff. So the entire just main conflict was because of that one dude, and he only did it because he was jealous. And
Well,
Yeah,
I disagree.
Yeah, why do you think that? What was he jealous of? Who is he jealous of? Why do you think that jealousy was